Hey collective, it's me. What's happening, y'all? How y'all doing? Remember that time is fluid, so whenever you see this message, is when you're meant to see it. It's a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. I don't know where we're going with this, but I found some time in my day to stop by and say hey to y'all. So let's get it then. I'm gonna be using the Panther. And this other deck here. Let's see. Give me some space. Give me some space now, everybody. Hey, y'all. What's up? Okay, today is the 27th, August 27th, and the time is 11:58 p.m. a.m. Sorry, it ain't p.m. yet. Let's see what we got here. These are all, look, somebody got into a trap. These was turned in this way. So yeah, somebody stepped into a trap. They was enticed to do it. Wow. Okay. Oh, now they need your help. Ooh. Yeah, they need some help getting out of this jam they've gotten themselves in. They agreed to do something, now they regret doing it. Yeah, they were told to stop, but they wouldn't. Somebody was cautioned not to do whatever this was. So that means that little devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other one was there. So somebody felt the risk was worth it. Oh, that was their goal. They felt the risk was worth it. I heard. They didn't achieve what they were looking for. They're realizing now that it was a setup the whole time. It was a trap. It was a trap. It was a test of integrity. It was a test of morals and values, right? Spirit, what's this message? What does a collective need to know here? Cover these up. That noise. There we go. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message here? What's going on with the collective? Okay, we have eternal love. This could be grandparents or parents. 50 could be significant. This even could be a soulmate, okay? This could be, yeah, people a little older, okay. So we have, okay, here, what's that? Let's see, please. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. Stability, harmony, and acceptance, okay? 65. So this could be a relationship, a marriage, a commitment. Okay, somebody could be older than the other person by like 15 years, I'm picking up, okay? What we got here? Yes, look. I can't make it up. Yes, somebody, yeah, somebody wanted to be with somebody for stability. Yep. They could have done some spell work to get somebody to, yes, commit to them. Yes, look at this. But look, I'm feeling like something is backfiring. Things didn't go as planned. But somebody could have an attachment, but it's not the kind that they were looking for, right? This is something that is kind of irritant, is getting somebody to reject the other person instead of come closer. It's like this person is moving further away. Okay, yeah. So now somebody has an entity attachment because whatever the spell work was, it's having, I heard, an adverse reaction. And now somebody has an entity attachment to them. They could be very mean, aggressive, argumentative. That's because somebody's trying to get somebody to go against their will. And that's their spirit. That's their spirit that's fighting back against whatever the spell work was. Ooh, come on now. But now somebody's realizing they have an entity attachment to them now. Child, trying to get somebody to say I do, to make a promise to them. 82 could be significant. 65, 50, 81, and 57. Child, look. Fate, yep, that's what somebody wanted. Yeah. Yeah. Fortune telling, yeah. So now somebody's getting a reading, and the fortune teller could have told this person that there's some kind of cycle that's closing here. All right? And that this person has an attachment to them now. Or this could be you, collective. If you're the one that did the spell work, if you're the one that's been going to get tarot readings on someone to see what's going on, Somebody's giving you the faith. Yeah, something backfired. Yeah, so now somebody has an entity attachment to them. All right, somebody can be very codependent, very needy. What we got here? Indulgence. Ooh, child. Yeah, somebody could have like gotten directions or ideas from a friend. Somebody could have been trying to fit into some sort of group, married people's group or some shit like that, and you know, this is a group of women that sit around and say, this is what I did to get my husband, that kind of shit. Ooh, child. Yeah, to get them to commit. Look, merit making in reverse without doing the fucking work. Without having to do the work. You hear me? To get somebody to bow down to them. Wow. Yeah, somebody had a bright idea to get somebody to commit to them. Look at this. And because this shit is not going, somebody pissed. Somebody's hot. Yeah, because it's not going the way they planned. They furious. Yeah, because whatever somebody told them, it didn't work. Instead of praying and waiting for God to send them somebody that's in alignment with them, they didn't want to wait for that. This is somebody that didn't want to wait for that. Oh, no. We got to do something else. We got to hurry this up. Yeah, this is somebody that's very obsessed. Look, they was told to stop. They was told to stop, and that shit backfired. Look at this shit. Daydreaming. They ain't daydreaming no more. Now they're in a fucking nightmare. Somebody feels like they're in a nightmare right now. Yeah, because there's an entity attachment to them or to this. It could be both of them. But somebody's very different than who they were in the beginning. Look, saving. Somebody blew a lot of money. Somebody spent a lot of money on tarot readers and spell work. And love spells and shit like that. Yeah, listen, now somebody needs some help. Look at that. Mercy, charity, kindness. Somebody, yeah, asking for mercy. Wow. See, look at this. Look. The goal. It wasn't met. It didn't nothing. It didn't go the way they didn't get what they was looking for. They got something that they wish they hadn't fucked with, I can tell you that. Excuse my French, y'all. Somebody, yes. Somebody steered them in the wrong direction. Listen, you should have known you couldn't trust this little bitch over here. Yeah, this one right here. Things ain't what they look like at home for that person either, I tell you that. Listen, if you can't see it, you can't protest it, right? Now somebody wants to come and argue with somebody. They want to argue and fight with the person that told them to do it, but you did that shit because of your own free will. Because somebody wasn't coming towards you the way that you wanted them to, so you wanted to force it. Listen, somebody really don't fuck with you like that. You tried to make somebody go against their own will. Yep, and you did that shit. You could have been doing something to somebody while they sleep. What's going on here? What's this fury in reverse? Inadequate, sue, attention. Yeah, some people, somebody could be going, trying to get some kind of justice from whoever told them to do this shit. Look, compromise. There's a lot of fighting going on. And there's somebody that wants to whoop somebody's butt because they gave them some bad information. Let me tell you something. Whatever it was, 33 could be significant. Whatever it was, you still made that choice yourself. You tried to bind somebody to you that was not meant to be with you. Look, accident. Somebody told them to stop. That it was dangerous. They should take caution that somebody could get hurt. They told them, but no, this is what they wanted. Ooh, somebody could have said they was pregnant, or somebody could be pregnant. Yeah, somebody was daydreaming of being a family with this person, with kids and some more shit. Somebody could have set this up and tried to trap somebody. Yeah, to get somebody to look at this shit. Get somebody to see them in a different light. They spent a lot of money on this. Look at this. Look at this. What's going on here, Spirit? Give me one more rope. Look, confinement. Wow, they tried to bind somebody, like I said. They tried to bind somebody, to trap somebody. Yeah, to have them tolerate them, like to they can't be, they won't be free to make their own choices. This want to make this somebody that wanted to make sure. Listen to my mouth. Make sure that somebody chose them, like they were the only option. Look, I told you that somebody knew better. Somebody knew better. Somebody knew better. They knew that there was a 50-50 chance that this shit could backfire and they could pay for this. But they was willing to take the chance anyway because somebody was desperate. Yeah. Somebody was desperate. Look, the curse backfired, y'all. Yep, it backfired. Somebody tried, yep. And somebody could be leaving, moving on. Yeah. What's this in the accident? Stubbornness. They wouldn't stop. Somebody wouldn't listen to reason. Somebody was vibrating very fucking low, too. Somebody would not listen to reason. 77 could be significant. Introvert. All they did was push somebody further away from them. I'm telling you, now somebody don't even want to deal with them at all. You hear me? They ain't trying to have no commitment, and they ain't trying to have no family with this person. Wow. In the reverse. That's what somebody got to read it. And now somebody needs some help. Now somebody needs some help. Yeah, because, listen, somebody's moving on. Look. Enticement. Let's see what's going on. Let me get some more over here. Yep. So now somebody don't even want to be with somebody at all. They know it now. They know it's their fate because they did this shit. They tried to force it. That's what they did. And nine times out of 10, this ain't the person for them, but they didn't care. That's what they wanted, you know. They wanted how it looked because their friends had good men, allegedly. Nobody knows what goes on in someone's house. And if your friends was out here doing spell work to get a man, they ain't the one. Peep that shit. They ain't the one. They're stealing. What's going on here, Spirit? What's going on with these folks out here in these streets? Spirit, they said that you ain't got to do all the sexual activities and the cooking and the cleaning and catering to this nigga. Nah, just put the bell work on his money and have this nigga crawling on his feet for you. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, be careful. Be careful out here. What we got here? No honor among thieves. I'm telling you. 7 of Swords. Somebody feels like somebody played them, but then nobody played them. Listen, this is what they do all the time. They can't be trusted. They're corrupt criminals. They extort people. They got foolish plans. They don't have no honor amongst themselves, let alone the relationships that they bind themselves to. You know? Just for stability. That's what somebody wanted. Somebody wanted somebody there. This could be somebody that has a stable income. They wanted stability. What we got here? Take flight. Somebody's taking flight. Somebody's moving on. What else we got here? Tapped into the infinite flow of the universe. Somebody's tapping into the infinite flow of the universe. Taking flight. What else is going on here? We got 34, 71, 33. Whatever somebody's plan was is backfiring. At the exact opposite of what they wanted is happening to somebody. Northern Lights. Somebody could live in Alaska. Somebody could be somewhere where they can see the Northern Lights. Okay? Yeah. These are dishonorable, fraudulent, scandalous women, man, that do spell work to try to bend people's wills to get what they want from people. I feel like somebody here is elevating themselves. Yes, sir, baby. Yeah, there's an energy shift. Somebody's changing their ways. I don't know who this is. What we got here? There go another butterfly. There's a lot of butterflies out here. A beautiful transformation is coming. Yeah, there's a transformation coming for someone. Okay? What we got here? Yeah, because you can't fix them. This is somebody that's broken. This is somebody that needs to do some healing. And if this is something that somebody did to you, collective, take it how it resonate, male or female. You know, I feel like that somebody was trying to, bind you against your will, right? Somebody just wants you to be a trophy husband or a trophy wife, right? They don't really have feelings for you, but you look good on paper. Planting seeds, reap what you sow, putting in work, growth and nurturing. That's what you're doing. You can't fix this person. If you've thought about, trying to make some concessions to work with this person, it's not going to work. This person is codependent. This person is insecure. Only insecure people try to trap people. Okay? Only insecure people will try to trap another person. What's going on in spirit? What else is going on with the collective, please and thank you. What's the message? Okay, we have on the outside looking in. Somebody's on the outside looking in. Somebody is blocked from coming towards you during this new transition. Look, an ocean of suffering. Yeah, somebody's got an ocean of suffering coming. If they haven't already started, these two fell out. What is this? We got getting exposed because they're getting exposed. Yeah, the clouds are moving and the sun's starting to shine. On elimination of evil. Yeah, somebody's been out here planning spell work. And yep, things didn't go a part as planned. That's not a part of the plan for them to get exposed, for them to be blocked from somebody's energy. Ascending to the highest level of human existence. You are ascending. So another thing is, so I feel like this spell work went back on somebody, whoever did it. So this person could be very much out of control. All right, they could be arguing, fussing, and fighting, very irritated. Okay, people could be not wanting to be around this person because they're being exposed. Spirit is showing up that they true colors, their mask is falling. Look, because they've been out here doing shit that was illegal, unjust. Right, trying to get their way. Yeah, and this person is about to be exposed. This person is going to be asking for some help. Listen, I told you, that shit is backfiring on somebody. Rage and confusion is what they got going on. And whoever this is in your life, you should know who that is. They suffer. Their emotions are overwhelmed. They hopeless, powerless, mental illness. Yeah, negativity. Yes. This person could be having nightmares. This person could be hearing voices, I heard. What's going on in his spirit? Very clingy. Very clingy. To the point where people just want to need a break from this person. What's going on in his spirit? But that's what they wanted for whoever they tried to do this spell work. They want this person to be in that energy of not being able to be without them. But whoever they tried to do it to, I feel like you're vibrating too high. That energy could never bind you like that. You got a pleasant message. Good news coming in. And then we have soul activation. That's right. Yep, you're take a step back, withdraw, elevate, reflect. Your energy, your vibration is too high to be trapped by this person. Confirmation. So that's why this person is going through this. Because they're being exposed. Yeah, they could really be, acting out in public. People seeing them. Look, the mask is coming off. Infinite masks. The masks are coming off of this person. That's what's happening. Fuck what they say. Verbal abuse, lies. Listen, somebody could be running around saying, y'all lying. I'm lying. Somebody lying, right? Because this shit, what's happening is not part of the plan. They wasn't supposed to be exposed for this shit. And somebody's mad at whoever told them to do this shit. But guess what? They was willing to do it because they wanted what they wanted. So you can't be mad at the person that told you to do it. You had a choice because we already seen that. You had a choice. And you were told to stop. Well, we got energetic grounding. Some of y'all could be grounded or need to get grounded. Yeah, because somebody's in a rage. You got to be careful around this person. This person's willing to do anything not to be exposed at this point. Okay, for doing whatever they fucking did. They need to admit that shit and ask God for forgiveness. So they can get on with it. Take the L. It ain't no thing. Take the L, man. It's just a situation. Everybody got to go through it at one point. At some point, somebody got some unexpected income coming in. So be looking for that or expecting that. Look, the world, because this cycle's closed. You transformed, you did the necessary work, and you moved yourself out the way. You activated. Listen. You activated somebody's soul contract as well. So that their dark night of your soul can get going. Because that's what this exposure is going to do. Exposure is going to have somebody change their ways, hopefully. Okay, that they don't do nothing stupid, but I feel like this is what it's going to take for people to see this person, for them to stop doing the shit that they've been doing. Take it how it resonates. What we got here. Look, heart like a lotus flower. Opening up. Yeah, this definitely could have activated somebody's spiritual awakening. Yep. That's what it takes sometimes. Sometimes it takes us to get caught in our sneaky ass ways for us to stop doing the sneaky shit we do. That's the only thing that's going to stop us from doing that shit, because any other time we think we're getting away with that shit. We think we smart. We think we slick. Look, tea time. Listen. But we ain't, right? Mindfulness, calm mind and body in harmony. Focus, meditation. Tea time, y'all. I got my coffee here. And my water. What's going on here, Spirit? Anything else that you need to know? Yeah, this could be tea for somebody too, in case you didn't know. But this is going to be the catalyst for somebody to get their shit together and stop playing, because they're starting to reap what they've sown. And they know you look. They're starting to reap what they sown. I can't make it up. Look, sad news, message of concern. Somebody could be getting a message of concern. Yeah, you couldn't fix this person no matter what it was. You know, I feel like even if you tried to tolerate this person, you couldn't, because they were on a downward spiral. They weren't getting what they wanted, you know, in a timely fashion, the way they wanted it. This also could have been bruising somebody's ego, that you weren't moving toward them the way they wanted. You heard? They probably used to. I told you already, they're used to doing that. Well, they're reaping what they've sown. What's going on here, Spirit? Anything else? Ooh, child. What's going on here for these folks? Sudden wealth. Oh my God. Y'all got some money coming. I don't care what nobody's saying. You heard me? Y'all got some money. Ancient technique teachings illuminated the mind. Yeah, y'all could be having I heard a Kundalini rising. Okay, you're getting downloads. More and more, they're getting deeper. The knowledge. Anything else for the collective, Spirit? What we got here? Do not enter. Watch out for the signs. The universe is guiding you in the right direction. Listen. And if they haven't learned their lesson, this is the last warning. That's what Spirit said. That's the last warning. Look, about them damn love spells. Leave folks alone before you lose your damn mind out here. For sure. Stop doing that shit. You can't make people love you because you don't love yourself. That's what's going on. You're the only one that needs it. You know, it's only going to affect you because you're the one that don't love yourself. You're the one that don't love yourself. And that's what you're doing is sending out the reflection of how you fucking feel. Thank you, Spirit. You're sending out the reflection of your shadow self. Feeling unloved, unlovable. So what you got to do? Force people? Trick people? No, this is only creating a reflection for you to see, and for everybody to see you in that energy. And when people start showing you that they see you, that's where the humiliation, the regret, and the shame and the guilt come in. And that's where you should surrender. Right there. Don't try nothing else. Because if you try anything worse, guess what? Your waters are going to get worse too. Thank you, Spirit. What's the message? You cannot attract anybody to you if you are not loving yourself. Period. You can go out there and attract people that don't love themselves, but that's about it. You ain't gonna, get nobody that you know what I mean, that love themselves. What we got here? Sacral chakra. You need to do some healing, baby. Somebody need to do some healing. Creative expresses sexual energy and their emotions. Karmic bonds, because that's all you're attracting is karmic bonds. These are bonds that are meant to teach you a lesson about yourself. Unresolved issues from past lives. Cycle lesson. Unstable relationships. That's all you're going to attract. Self-love. That's what this is. This is why shit's going the way it is, because it's trying to break you down so you can see that you really need to love yourself and stop fucking with people. Right? 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 That mirror. You see that? Didn't I tell you that's what it was? Dispelling the illusion. Thank you, Spirit. What else we got here? Take a step back, withdraw, evaluate, reflect, gain a new perspective, pause. Please. Thank you, Spirit. What we got here? Yeah, because there's rumors going around, okay? People are starting to spread, to talk. People, yeah, because people can see. Look, the journey travel, what's this? Their prayers are useless, divine intervention, unforgiving abomination. There's a lot of gossip out here. A lot of slander, a lot of judgment, some things that may have been done or said. People, you know, it may not be forgiven. But that's the choice that someone made, though. So take that how it resonates. I'm going to get a spiritual AF. Whew. Yeah. Reap what you sow. You planted good seeds, you got good seeds coming. Otherwise, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Just try to do something with this, you know. This is why it's happening this way, so you can take a look at it, take a step back. So you can see what you've been doing and try to rectify that, you know, make amends, talk to God about it. Ask God to forgive you, and then you got to repent, which is stop doing it. I heard take your licks and learn from that shit, you know. When you surrender to God, He lightens the punishment. You know, he makes it so that you can get through it. And not only can you get through it, but you can use the experience to help somebody else. You heard me? What's the message here, Spirit? Go ahead. What's the message for the collective, please? And thank you. Just one. If you don't mind. Oh. Damn, okay. We'll keep going. Can I get one on the table, please? And thank you, Spirit. There we go. We'll take this one. Oh, look at these. Come on. What we got? Be the person you needed when you were a kid. Wow. What did I just say? Y'all see my nails is breaking. I hit it. So you know how when you get that bruise, that blood in it, that's what's happening here. So yeah. Did you need someone who protected you? Did you need unconditional love? Do you need more attention? Do you need praise? Or did you need praise? Did you need to know someone had your back? You're a big kid now, and you can do that for that little pipsqueak still living inside your rib cage, right? For yourself and for others. Right? Be the person that you needed, somebody to be there for you. I can dig that shit. That's what I try to do, because I had to learn a lot on my own. A lot of life I had to learn on my own and through my experiences. And, you know, I wish, you know, back then that I had somebody that I could use as a role model, right? But, you know, and then there was people that I followed that didn't have my best interest, you know what I mean? So it was a rocky start. I'm grateful, you know, for God's salvation, man, for real. For letting me see that I didn't have to, you know, continue to live my life like that, right? I could, you know, I could live the way I felt like I deserved all those years. You know how you feel like you don't belong? You know you deserve better than this because you treat people better than this? That type of shit, right? Yeah. And it's hard when you have to walk away from your fucking foundation. Right? Because the foundation where them seeds are planting seeds, right? You know, they're not producing, you know, fruitful harvest. You know, there's no growth there. There's stagnancy, I'm just talking about for me. Let's keep going with, I gave y'all message, right? But anyway, that's that. Anyway, all right, guys, I'll see y'all. Deuces.